A matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
First one falls for him. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And so Butler nails both of them. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
It is a new day. Thank you for the update, Shams. And here are the Warriors now, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. 6 to shoot. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Johnson outside. Back to McCollum. The tray. And the three ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Butler. Now Green. For 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 6.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. And Moody pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shoots from 12. Jump shot is good that time.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Pass to Johnson. Alexander Walker on the wing. Good work there as it goes.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
That's exactly what they wanted on that trip. Get something close to the basket, something easy.
Now here's Butler. And that one drops for him. Butler's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
McCollum with the ball, guarded by Curry. McCollum with the ball, back to Daniels. Shoots. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Curry can't get it to go. Curry with the steal. What a terrific move that was. Curry's got 8 points.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Atlanta making some changes. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Okongwu. Hield comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Gabe Vincent in for C.J. McCollum. on defense, the Warriors. On the wing, Daniels, covered by Peyton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And last season's most improved player. And, Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
That free throw good from Daniels. So he gets them both. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Now Daniels, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Healed with his screen on Peyton. Daniels kicks to Kuminga. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Melton. Golden State moving it around. Releases. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Horford. And that's 10 points for Stephen Curry.
And the unselfishness there by Horford. You know, he sees a better opportunity and finds his teammate.
Johnson with a screen on Curry. In the corner, it's Hield. And the three off target.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Peyton the bounce pass. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Porzingis is doubled. Shot from the top of the key, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now here's Hield. Scoreless thus far. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Podziemski. Butler out there with Horford. And there's Porzingis. And it's Melton in a shooting guard. Here's Podziemski. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The 15-footer, and it's Butler missing.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
McCollum outside. There's the pick. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
That one falls.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. Here's Podziemski. Nothing on the board. Porzingis passes to Melton. Horford sets a screen for Melton. The kick outside to Butler. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
and he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Picked away. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Now Butler, after the missed three from Buddy Hield. Here's Horford. Pass to Melton. Clock at 4, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Rizachet, and Daniels subbed in for Corey Kispert. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson with a screen on Curry. Johnson outside. Clock at 6, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. McCollum with the screen for Johnson. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 9. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Steph, perfection from the young.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Alexander Walker up top, defended by Butler. Atlanta again missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Outside Curry. From the wing, Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu against Green. Cullen passes to Okongwu. Johnson from outside. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Butler against McCollum. Butler making it happen inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Moody's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Butler. Kuminga's come in for the Hawks. 1:10 left in the first half. Outside Daniel. Alexander Walker on the wing. Okongwu a screen to stop the run, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Out to the right wing. Right side, Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Daniels.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Jonathan Kuminga.
And the Warriors with possession here. Now Pajemski. Still without a basket. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. And the Warriors another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And we finish one half of basketball. Warriors ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have? Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Cullum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the three. The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Moody. Back to Green. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Butler. Outside, Green. McCollum against Curry. Pass to Butler. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Butler's got 13.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
You must let your dancing shoes at home. Give yourself a round of applause.
90 seconds now into the second half. They set the pick. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Moody. Okongwu a screen. And a wide open look for Daniel. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 19 points. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you guys.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Alexander Walker finds McCollum. The fadeaway. Warriors with the rebound. Now, here's Moody. Pass to Santos. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Green with a screen on Johnson. Here's Butler going inside. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Here's McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 8 points.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Pass to Moody.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Now, here's Green, and Curry has it in the corner. Fires for 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to McCollum. Johnson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 19. To the middle. Here's Butler. A second chance effort. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Outside Daniel. Johnson sets the screen for Daniel. And it's off from three-point range. Golden State's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Alexander Walker. And Moody pulls it down.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Johnson dishes to McCollum. And the shot goes down. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And here is Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got DeAnthony Melton. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Horford. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Melton. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks trail by 16. In the corner, it's Hield. Here's Rizichet. And here's McCollum. Fires from deep. And it's Melton with the rebound. Outside Butler. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. On the wing, Hield. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Rizichet. Atlanta again missing. Warriors leading by 16. In the corner, it's Melton. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Newell. Here's Rizichet. Hits the front of the rim and out. Butler on the wing, defended by Kuminga. To the inside. With his first shot attempt. That's good from Horford on the assist by Butler. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. He wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
And that one's good. Rizichet's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Moody with it. From deep. Johnson rips down the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fires the three. It misses. Warriors leading by 16. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Curry outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Johnson outside. McCollum looking it over. That one is off. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Curry outside. Green with a screen on McCollum. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 26 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Moody. Three, good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
It's good.
Walker. 3.
Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Now Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 32 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Assisted by C.J. McCollum.
Now Curry. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Moody. Here's Santos. Curry fires. No good from 3. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight.